Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Distant Stars in our brand new Dynastic Divinity series. I just had to point this out. This is the homeworld of the Ogi Nullox destroyers, our friendly neighbors that we met at the about midpoint of the last episode. Notice that their homeworld is named Overseer. Is anyone else feeling like a pun is happening right now? I mean, do we know Paradox well enough to think that maybe, just maybe, that was intentional? I think it's intentional. So, Overseer is the name of that particular world, but we are going to be overseeing them if I can help it. I doubt that we can, well, they're fanatical purifiers, so they're not going to submit to us. We're just going to have to destroy them, but I'm fine with that. We just need to spend this episode building up our fleet as much as we can, while our population does similarly. So, let me get... Let's see, I do want to go ahead and get this system in our territory, because that's a lot of minerals, and having that added is going to be a big help. But I'm going to very nervously take the game off of pause. Oh, nice. So Sukratig Den Badir has developed new skills. What do we have? Sterile 3. All right, so he now has the field manipulation trait. And he's level 3.
Construction complete.
All right, so making up for losing that scientist earlier. I might get another scientist, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's see. Let's start building additional ships. I'm just going to build them as fast as I can manage it. And we'll keep an eye. There we go. Let's get that starbase built.
Construction complete.
I also want to get Weezin, like this entire area here. I need to get this in my...
complete.
I mean, we need the extra physics research points at this point. We need to go back here and build these, because we need that to improve our weaponry as soon as possible. The game has changed, ladies and gentlemen. The game has changed.
Construction complete.
As often happens, fairly quickly. Now, again, I want to build ships, but I also want to get some additional minerals incoming. So let's go ahead and get these last 2 mining stations in Revik built. More aliens. An encounter in Swow, actually. That's not good. That means they probably came from up here. So they are the Kai aliens, and what do they look like?
Construction complete.
That's definitely an alien vessel, so we'll have to see who they are in just a moment. Let's investigate them. It's going to be done in 4 months. That will, of course, slow down our society research progress, which is not my favorite thing in the world. But we do, however, have that built. We also need the engineering research points, so just so many things to build at once, and not enough time. Thankfully, though, we can...
have claimed a new world.
I can claim Esther Reyes and get a starbase built there, and at least I can keep them from coming into my territory that way. That's the good thing. All right, so because we've colonized too many systems, our influence gain has dropped and our energy generation has dropped. It's not terrible, but we are going to need to change that situation as quickly as we can. So, what do we need to do here? Just build more ships? That needs to be my primary focus, is just building up ships to affect their assessment of how strong we are. The economy is important, but if we get declared on right now, then we're kind of screwed. So, tell you what, let me go ahead and fly this construction ship. Actually, no, you stay there, because we can build additional stuff. Tell you what, let's build the 1 research station, because that's 3 more engineering points, and engineering is currently my lacking category. And engineering is, again, that's weaponry. That's one of our categories. Both physics and engineering are going to be very useful for me to focus on right now. And you, when you're done, can come over here and build this. Actually, I think I can queue it up. Yep, let's queue it up.
An alien empire now speaks
okay.
to us.
Oh, it's a covenant, so we have another religious empire. After successfully translating their language, we've established communications with the Bakasharan Covenant. Excellent. We got some influence with that too, which is nice. Actually, they're not a they're theocratic, but they're not they're spiritualist, but they're not fanatical spiritualist. So they're slaving despots, authoritarian, xenophobe, and spiritualist. So Chief Precentor Caldrax and the rest of the religious council demands your attention, heathen creatures. We provide spiritual guidance to the Bakasharan Covenant, and our intention is to lead this great nation on a path to salvation. Do not defile this path with your presence, alien. We could say, praise be the divine for this meeting. Let's do that. We have encountered another abandoned gateway, this time in the Riblor system. Unlike the previous one, this gateway has not been altered in any obvious way, and our scans indicate that it is still connected to the rest of the network. However, it is currently inoperable due to its poor condition. That's up here in Riblor. So I was correct. The other aliens are up here. So we can lock down this area and prevent them from being a problem if we move quickly enough. If.
System survey complete.
If we don't get declared on in advance. There's so many more minerals that we need to add to our territory. So many more. Okay, ion thruster, probably a good idea. Also destroyer hull points, probably a good idea. Let's go for the ion thruster so that our ships can move and just intercept faster as needed. I do want to upgrade these. I do. It's going to cost 90, so I can do 2 of them at the moment. Let's do these.
Construction complete.
All right. We are almost done with our new tradition tree. The pops of your subjects will also count towards your naval capacity, or our unity is increased by 5% per subject, up to a maximum of 30%. Let's do that one. Again, none of those helping us at the moment. We could have gone for stuff that would help us, but I was kind of hoping that we'd run into a neighbor we could subjugate fairly early, or maybe run into some primitives, and that hasn't happened, sadly. Let's get that going so we have better energy production, and we'll upgrade our minerals there. Yeah, so this I don't feel bad about. I can go ahead and clear these. Good. Fleet logistician for our admiral. That's really good news. To help with our income situation in particular. Okay, and clear. Oh, and we definitely want to upgrade that to a hollow temple. This planet's going to be really handy once it grows a little bit more, but right now it's definitely dragging us down a bit. We have a food situation, and I don't want that to get out of hand. So we haven't built a paradise dome everywhere we can yet. But I can go ahead and get a hydroponic farm built there. And then a paradise dome is buildable here, but we need the resources for it.
System survey complete.
What are we going to call Tem Prime, by the way? It's another tropical world. We could name it after... Yeah, let's do this. Let's name it after the kid. It's going to be Verpima. Kind of a weird name, but his name is Verpim. Young Father Verpim. So that is the name of our new colony. Alright, and back to Task Force Marasma, which I keep calling Task Force Miasma. Alright, Swow is a very nice... Oh, hello. We have an L-Gate and Eurocannon's Maw. So there's an... We have 2 L-Gates, like, within our range. Oh, yeah, Vana is the Crystal Asteroids territory. God, that's massive. I don't want to mess with them just yet, though. Obviously, because their neighbors are threatening. I would like to lock down that territory, though. That would be good if we could. Tell you what, let's go ahead and get these research stations going. Because the physics research is
System
going to be needed.
complete.
Again, main focus at the moment. What do we got? Improved deflectors, good. Main focus at the moment is getting ships upgraded. Let's make sure that our current upgrades are good with power. Seems like they are, just barely. This one's not, sadly. So, I think I'll leave it be because I want them to have the faster speed. Or do I want them to be more defended? That's the question. I'll leave it be for now. Physics research, improved reactor booster, or plasma thrower. Since power is an issue, let's go ahead and get that researched. We don't have it installed on any ships right now, but I'm still going to do it. And then we're going to improve this biolab, so we have slightly better society research. Okay. Once again, we have a... Alright, so a third faction's been founded. It seems like the factions are stabilizing a bit, thank God. They were really unstable for a while there.
Construction complete.
Okay, what's going on here, and what can I build? I think I need to clear a few blank tiles for sure, so that I can put stuff in useful places. Let's get a power plant going there, and then we'll have a temple going with this new citizen when it's time. Oh yeah, we can definitely build some more ships. Let's do that. This will, of course, increase our deficit too, given that it's going to improve, given that it's going to add to the upkeep of our fleets. So necessary, though, because they're evaluating whether or not to attack us based on
System survey
our strength.
complete. Construction
So I think they just
complete.
took Gaping Maw. I don't know if they controlled that a moment ago. Either that or we just took Esteraeus. What would be the next best system to go for? We haven't surveyed that star, but I would like to go ahead and colonize Vana. That seems like a good idea, just to further lock them in. Also, we need room for an additional starbase before we can defend Esteraeus at all. I need more minerals. Ah, the Gene Clinic. About bloody time. Off-world trading company or Gene Clinic. That's going to help with pop growth. That's another long-term, get as early as possible
Construction complete.
option for me. We need all the things. So let's put you up here to collect energy. We'll put a power plant down for you. And is there... Did I just... Okay, there's not a Paradise Dome yet. So yeah, we need to find... Let's clear one more blank tile there.
Evading heretics.
What? Oh, pirates. Of course there's pirates. Of course there are pirates. Why wouldn't there be pirates?
System survey complete.
Let's take care of the pirates.
Complete.
The pirates are probably belonging to the Oginolox destroyers. I want to keep reinforcing the fleet.
Tile blocker cleared.
We are hitting a bit of a food problem, though. Let's see. Why don't you come here and help resolve that, so that it doesn't become worse. And clear that soon. I think the food problem will resolve itself. We've already got level 2 hydroponics farms available, so we're better than in most situations. The colonizers on Verpima regularly explore the planet in hopes of finding more resources to help with day-to-day life. A recent expedition to the North Pole has now unveiled a large object on the bottom of the ocean, an alien battle cruiser. The pressure of the deep will prove a challenge, but it is possible to get to the ship. So we can try to salvage it. I think this is a new anomaly. Issue special project, submerged cruiser, or scrap it to learn its secrets. So we can get the cruisers option right away and 20% progress on it. I like that idea. Let's go ahead and scrap it and learn its secrets. I'd rather have all the cruisers than one cruiser. You know? That seems like
Construction complete.
the better option. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Good. We also have a level 4 scientist now, so we can go back and look at some of the other anomalies that are a little bit more challenging and that we've avoided up to this point. Okay, we have our military ships on the way to deal with the pirates in Vana. We're not going to set up stations here yet, but we just want to get that locked down to where they can't get to Bruin Singularity. We want that L gate, damn it. There's 2 L gates nearby, and we want them both. We don't want them to have access to it. Pretty soon we'll be able to clear this, and we can put some food production there. Possibly even a... Yeah, you know what? We can upgrade this colony soon. That's probably a good idea to go ahead and do that.
Construction complete.
I want to build ships, I really do, but let's get that done at least. So we have 3 level 2 colonies. Nice. Extra minerals and energy from that pirate station. Okay, we have a Ute listening post. We have discovered several massive listening arrays on Toibos 3A. These arrays are millions of years old, and we believe they were originally built by the Ute, though it appears at least one other alien civilization repurposed them at some point in the last 500,000 years for their own needs. The colossal receiving dishes are beyond repair, but some terminals are still intact.
Situation
Intriguing.
log updated.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead and take a look at that research progress, shall we? Let's get that looked into before we lose access to that system. That's opportunism if I've ever seen it. And we want to upgrade that farm for obvious reasons.
System survey complete.
Again, we don't have... Oh, we can definitely go ahead and build the Paradise Dome. Let's get that set up. A little bit more unity for us. Okay, we're done in Vana. So let's get that built. And then here, we're all set. So we probably need to go ahead and keep adding stuff up this direction. Why don't we get the mining station in Holden? We'll just go that direction in general. Improved reactor booster is done. Let's go ahead and go for automated exploration protocols. We're a little bit behind on that. Our focus has been elsewhere. Hello. We have an Arctic world up here, which is currently in the process of being colonized, and hopefully there'll be something in that one as well. I'm really hoping. That would be nice. Have I built a temple here already? No, I have not. I was going to wait for available resources, which are now available. Available resources are available. Let's get the hydroponics farm set up in Verpima.
Special project complete.
Okay, and now we really are going to wait for a second because we need to build up Task Force Marasma. Our archaeologists on Toibos 3A have learned that the listening arrays built there were used to scan space for any signs of intelligent alien life, something the Ute had never once encountered. After managing to partially restore power to a computer terminal, the archaeologists acquired a data disk with log files from the sensor array stretching over centuries. These logs suggest that this section of the galaxy was indeed devoid of sapient life at the time of the Ute Empire. An interesting find. So engineering is going to get a nice boost towards the ion thruster, shave a month off there.
Construction complete.
And probably shave considerable time off the next project because that project is almost done. And that's over 100 research points. Because I understand the system now. It's beautiful. Let's see. Only took me forever and a day. Yeah, some of these are a lot more accessible to me now. Let's go ahead and do terminal orbit and signs of precursor activity. Let's get both of those done. Did you open your borders to me? No. I don't know why you think you're going that way. Yeah, you're going to go the other direction, aren't you? What are you doing, buddy? Oh, this is our level 3 scientist. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go ahead and survey that system and that one. Figure out what's going on. All right, we officially have this system in our territory, which means I want to add Brune Singularity and just be done with it. This will be a really nice system to defend eventually. Okay, nice. Tradition available. This is going to give us a new Ascension perk. Fleet levies. The pops of all your subjects will also count towards naval capacity. And finishing this means that adopting all domination traditions will mean that technology is shared between us and our vassals. Any technology that another party does not have will receive a 30% research speed boost. In addition, we of course get one Ascension perk, which is the main reason we were going for domination, one of them. Enigmatic engineering doesn't seem necessary. Interstellar dominion, also not really necessary. Influence has been okay. Grasp the void, extra starbase capacity could be good. Technological ascendancy. I'll tell you what could help us immediately is Imperial Prerogative. Also, one vision, extra unity, and governing ethics. I feel like Imperial Prerogative would be best because we need our influence gain and energy generation back up to snuff. Plus, there are additional worlds that we might be able to colonize in the area, so that could be good. It's not... Imperial Prerogative is not the best, in my opinion. I usually don't go for it, but it would solve a problem that we're facing right now. Executive Vigor would give us better edicts. Yeah, let's do it. Imperial Prerogative it is. Now we have room for 8 core systems rather. And we can go ahead and go for cruisers. We can go for the Starhold, which is very tempting. We can go for the coil gun. Let me do the coil gun because that's not going to take very long, and it'll be good to have better weaponry. And I also want to go ahead and reinforce the fleet. Let's bring you back home for repairs, please.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
All right, and let's also get that mining station built. Gene Clinic's been researched. Very good. Fleet command limit plus 20. I think that's what I'm going for. let's go ahead and do that so that we can have more ships in each fleet.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Paradise Dome is on the way, and food will no longer be an issue when that is resolved.
Construction complete.
Let's keep reinforcing the fleet. That's where I want to pour my minerals at the moment. Okay, nice. We got Brune Singularity. We can keep going. We could lock down all of this, but this is going to be tougher to defend. Brune Singularity, not so much. Let's get that research station built. And is there a larger state? Yes, there is. Let's get you built.
Construction complete.
Min-maxing a little bit. Let's go for the biggest possible return that we can get from one station. We have received some rather troubling reports regarding the deteriorating health of Allmother on Tyrdal. Her haggard appearance makes it look as though she has aged nearly 20 years. The burden of duty can be a heavy thing to bear. So unfortunately, our awesome ruler now has the substance abuser trait, which is going to shorten her lifespan by 20 years. Her son... Nice. Okay, so he's a fortifier. That's going to be good. And he has a frontier spirit. I don't know what his agenda will be. We'll have to find that out. Piracy risk is quite high at the moment. It's really quite high. It's probably because of these systems here, but we're in the process of exploring those, I think. Yep, we're headed that way now. So let's continue building up this fleet, though. That continues to be our number one priority. How do we compare to them? All right, so their fleet power is now only superior, but their naval capacity is still overwhelming. So we're catching up to them, but they have the ability to exceed us if they want to. Let's go over the cold fusion reactor just so power is not an issue, or at least is a minimized issue. Let's upgrade that farm. And a gene clinic is in order, I think. Let's put it on this physics tile because we've got enough physics research. I'd rather have the gene clinic going there, helping with population growth on the colony world. Oh yeah, we can definitely clear more of these tiles. Let's do those 3. And then Throne of Fire. There's a lot that needs to be cleared. Okay, so there's that. We haven't researched Alien Zoo yet. We need to get the gene clinic set up. We need to get a mining network for you. And we'll have Alien Zoo for that guy when it's time, but it's not time yet. It is not time yet. The remains of a Ute cruiser have been found in orbit around Stratal 5A. It seems to have fallen victim to weapons fire, but given the extreme age of the Hulk, it is difficult to be certain. There is no indication that the ship was ever equipped with an FTL drive. It must have traveled between stars at sublight speed. Issues Special Project. Derelict cruiser. So let's take a look at the project. Oh, it's just a Ute research project. No problem. No problem. Let's have a quick look. We do need to get Mighton. That's part of the reason we have piracy risk, is that system right there.
Complete.
So let's work on the contiguity of our borders, if you will. We're going to fix that. All right, the Bokasharon Covenant has closed their borders to us. Let's return the favor. I'm not terribly surprised. I am surprised we haven't been declared on yet, I have to say, by our fanatical purifier neighbors. I am. Let's get this built. Same reasoning. Slightly better mining output. Alright, food is once again in the clear, and we can go ahead and build a gene clinic there. We're going to put you there to run it.
Construction complete.
Okay. Research station is going to be a good idea.
Complete.
The archaeologists investigating the derelict Ute cruiser above Stratal 5A have transmitted their report. There are 2 large cryochambers in the cruiser's midsection, designed to house 1 Ute each in suspended animation. Given the massive size of Ute individuals, this was apparently their standard crew complement on vessels of this size. No Ute remains were found anywhere on the ship, but the archaeologists managed to recover logs from a computer that monitored the life signs and medical condition of the crew. It has provided valuable data on Ute physiology. An interesting find.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
We have completed the research of coil guns. Betharian power plant, that is probably the obvious choice. Cruiser is also quite obvious, but Betharian power plant has to come first. That energy boost will be extremely helpful. Let's get that research station because physics. And then we want to queue up the upgrade here.
Survey complete.
Was that, no, the
Tile
cold fusion
block
reactor is still being
cleared.
worked on. So, wait a minute, what, was it the coil gun that we just added? I'll bet you we are out of power on our ships then. Yeah, the coil gun was not, yeah, that new reactor cannot come fast enough.
Evading heretics.
Aha! We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Mesarthim system. These strange objects have been flagged as Heth aliens. Okay, these are space amoebas. Until we can learn more about them. Investigate Heth aliens. Look who we found. We found some friends. A large group of them, in fact. But we're going to have to deal with them in the next episode. I'll stop this one here. And hello! There's a savannah world. A big savannah world. And that's why they haven't claimed it, because of those aliens. So if we can clear them first, we might be able to claim a pretty nice planet. But they would be able to flank it from 3 separate directions. Pretty easily, too. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.